Hey guys, so I'm actually filming this intro after I've done my declutter. It was not a declutter at all. So I just wanted to let you know that this really ends up being more of a collection video. So I'm just gonna be talking about my small palettes a little bit. I am getting rid of just a handful. So yeah, if you're looking for like a really good, satisfying declutter, this is not it. This is not it. You may as well click off. I'm sorry. So this is a small palette collection video. Anything that I do get rid of, I'm going to offer to my friend's daughter. And if she doesn't want them, I'm going to donate them. Many of you have mentioned Project Beauty Share, which is one that I was looking at. I was hoping to donate to something more local here in Vegas, but they just want like new, or, you know, they want things that are a little bit more, what's the word? Necessities, not necessarily makeup. So Project Beauty Share, I think, is my best bet. Anything I can't, that they're not going to take, hopefully I'll find a home for them, or I'll just have to toss. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this small palette collection video. Up front here, I have all of my Tom Ford quads. I have 19 of them, and I know that because I just did a ranked video of all of my Tom Ford quads. So I am going to either try and remember to link it up here in this video, or I will link it down in the description box if you guys want to take a look at exactly what I have, but I don't want to waste time opening up all of these quads. So take a look at that video if you are interested. This is, if you are curious, this one is white because this is a limited edition white suede quad from Tom Ford. It was sold exclusively at Neiman Marcus. Really, really, really love this one. So let's just start back here. I have a Kogendo quad here. This was actually sent to me from them. And this is great if you really like subtle shades. They're really, they're just really like softly pigmented, but really beautiful. They're just so silky smooth. They go on beautifully. They blend beautifully. Really, really love this quad. And these colors are just so everyday and so usable. So definitely keeping that. I also have a couple of the newer Armani quads. This is the Paparazzi one. Really love this one. Beautiful. This shade up here is really stunning. It's like this really kind of like pearly white. Great for like the inner corner. I also have this other newer Armani quad. This one is in Avant Premiere, and this is great. Totally like in my wheelhouse. Neutral, warm leaning browns. You can see I've used it quite a bit. Love this one, so I'm gonna hold on to that. I actually need to start putting these up here. Okay, so I have my Chanel quads here. I have the Clear Obscure, which I love. Oh, this is the Quiet Revolution. This one's really beautiful. It has that fun blue in there, all mattes. This one, oh, this is one of the Le Beige ones. This came out a couple years ago, and I really like it. They've since come out with different like color stories in this format. I don't like those, but for some reason, I really like this one. Here is the Candeur et Experience. Totally slaughtered that. But this came out in fall 2016. Love it. This is such a beautiful palette. And then this one, I'm not even going to try and pronounce, but it's that one. I think this is maybe like the newest quad that I got. I think so. But this is really beautiful. And it is kind of like a lighter, peachier version of this one. You can tell that they're very related, but they are different. This one is the Code Elegant. And I really like the colors, but I don't like this baked shimmery formula from Chanel. They're just really like glittery. I don't know if you can see that. They're just really like dusty and glittery. They're, you know, they're okay. They have their place, but I would only want like one of them in a quad and the rest to be mattes or just a different formula. So I have that one. This one is, oh, this one was like Cruise last year. Again, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but this has the cool patterning. The top, this one is really beautiful. I love these. That color is so cool, that like grayish green. Oh, this one, again, that one, and this one has like a cool raspberry color in there. That's this one. This is a really pretty formula also. Not matte, definitely not matte, but not like the shimmery baked that their older quads have. And then this one is Enigma. This one actually is very, very old and of that kind of baked glittery formula. I'm not really a fan of. Maybe I will get rid of this one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This one, Smoky Eyes. This one's really old. I don't even think they have this anymore. But this is very cool toned, like tuxedo colored quad. And this is that kind of baked, dusty, glittery formula also. Those are all of my Chanel quads. I have this Givenchy quad. This was a limited edition from, oh my gosh, 2 or 3 holidays ago. But they're really pretty, but I never, ever, ever use this quad. But look how like bright and vibrant those colors are. They're really pretty. I can't stand the thought of getting rid of this. Is such a pretty color. Oh, you know what? I gotta use it just for that. I think this could be the only Givenchy quad that I have too. So I'm gonna hold on to this. It's really pretty. I just have to remember to use it. I have this Burberry holiday quad. This was another limited edition holiday quad. And I like all the shades in here, but this, like on your eyes, it all kind of runs together. So I don't know. I kind of pull this out if I just want to use like one shade, but the quality of these shadows are really, really beautiful. All right, I have some duos here from NARS. This is the newer formula in Kalahari 2. I really love this new formula, and I love this duo. So I'm keeping that. This is the NARS Charlotte Gainsbourg duo. This was limited edition collaboration. And this shade is so, so pretty. So is this navy blue. This is just a great duo. So gonna hold on to that. And this is, I think this is the first NARS duo that I purchased. This is Hammamet. And I just love these 2 shades. So holding on to that. I have the Viseart Petite Pros. I have 1, 2, and 3 here. One I will show you because I definitely use this one the most, and I've traveled with this one quite a bit. This is just I think a great kind of starter to Viseart if you, I don't know, don't want to maybe splurge for one of the 12 pans or even the Grand Pro. You're not sure if you like their shimmer shades. Maybe you want to try out some of their mattes. These are 4 mattes, 4 shimmers. They're really small pans. These are not that expensive, and this is maybe like a business card size. So just really, really travel friendly. I would definitely go for this if you've never experienced Viseart before and you're just curious about their formulas. I would give this a shot. And then this one is 2. It has warmer colors, and then 3 has a really interesting palette. It's like an English garden kind of palette. And then I have some Charlotte Tilbury quads here. Let's see, this one is Legendary Muse. This is one from Holiday a while ago, and I like, this is actually much like the Burberry palette. I like to pull one of these shadows out to kind of help out maybe a matte palette or something, but I can't get like a whole look with just this quad. All of these shades are kind of like similar in tone. There isn't anything that gives you enough dimension, so they're very pretty, but not complete. Then I have, Fallen Angel. So this palette I've never used because I think it's so gorgeous. Can you see the embossing on there? So this came out, I totally missed it, and I kept seeing people talk about it, and I was like, oh, I love these colors. And then she came back out with this for like a hot second. I don't know if she just had overstock or something, and I picked it up, and then it went out of stock again, and it hasn't come back. So I'm like, I don't want to use it in case what? I don't know. I should just use it. Here's Golden Goddess. Very pretty. And here's Exaggerize. This is the one that came out, left, came back out. I really like this one. This is a really, really good one. And I can't say that I love all of the Charlotte Tilbury quads. I don't feel like they're all created equal. This is Transformize. This one's pretty good too. Here's Pillow Talk. I think Pillow Talk is definitely one of the better ones. I don't know. I don't know if the formula changed or something, but this is a really, really good one. The Pillow Talk quad. And then here is Dolce Vita. I actually just purchased this with Mona when she was in town. So I actually haven't gotten a chance to use this, but she's like, girl, this is the one quad you need. I was like, fine. So that's Dolce Vita. And then this one is Uptown Girl. So that's a very me palette. I use this maybe once or twice. This one's really pretty. So those are my Charlotte Tilbury quads. I have this amazing limited edition Lancome. This is not a quad. This has like 6 shades in there. And Lisa Eldridge designed this to kind of look like one of her antique compacts. And it really looks very 1920s with this like pink satin ribbon. It's really gorgeous. And the shades in here are really lovely. Very, very like pretty, very feminine, and you can get a nice full look here. Most of these are satins. These two, this one is a matte, and then this one is like, I don't know, there's like a matte with something going on in there. But anyway, this palette is absolutely gorgeous, and another one that I used quite a bit when it came out, and then when I realized it was limited edition and totally gone, I like kind of slowed down and don't want to use that too much. Why? We don't know. Here by Hourglass, I think they're quints, right? There's 5. Yeah. So this is the newer one. This is the graphic quint, and this is in Vista. I really like this for kind of a earthy, kind of smoky look. And then I think I have 2 of the older ones. This is Exposure, which is a nice kind of mauvey tone. I know some people did not like their older eyeshadow palettes. I didn't mind them. They are very, very dusty, and it is kind of a pain that they're not separated out, but I thought they were really pretty, and I thought they actually worked really nicely. So that is Exposure, and then this is Graphite. This is also a really pretty one, but very dusty. These shadows I remember were very, very dusty, but worked nicely. Oh, here is my Chantecaille quad. I love this one. This is such a pretty one. I use this one quite often. Here is a Chantecaille, the 20-year anniversary that came out this past spring. It's a quad, and all of these pop out, and I love Chantecaille shadows. These are very, very soft, and I don't necessarily think you can get like a complete look out of this quad. I think you can if you definitely like a more subtle look, a more everyday kind of look. But if you want some like real dimension and maybe a shadow to kind of like line or smoke out your eyes, there's nothing here for that. But I find this to be incredibly beautiful. It's an incredibly elegant palette, I'll say that. The Natasha Denona Mini Nude palette, is that what they call it? Yeah, Mini Nude palette. Love this. The Camel palette, you guys know. I love this. And considering like how much I've used this, I can't believe I haven't even like made a dip, maybe a little dent in this pan here, but everything else looks pretty new. But I use that all the time. All the time. Here's the mini Lila palette from Natasha Denona. And what else have we got here? Oh, the Smashbox. This I actually really liked. I think Influencer maybe sent this to me. And I don't have a lot of Smashbox. I don't know, I didn't really have any expectations for this, but I took this on a trip with me because it was a good size and I liked the colors. And it actually performed really, really nicely. And they're all mattes. And they're really smooth, and you know, they're pigmented and they blend really nicely. I was actually really surprised because I think this whole line, these cover shots, I think they're called, yeah, cover shots, got kind of like mixed reviews, but this one is really good. See how creamy those shadows are? So anyway, I really like that one. These NARS Erdem palettes I love. I mean, I just love Erdem. I love these shadows. I love the color stories. I think they're really unique and different. This one especially, this Night Bloom one. Oh my God, isn't that so pretty? And the packaging alone, I won't be getting rid of these. Oh, the By Terry Game Lighter palette. You know, I may get rid of this. I really like these center shades. They're really, really creamy and really beautiful on the eyes, but the outer squares are so hard to get. Like, they're so skinny. They're okay. I don't think there's anything special about those. I really like the center shades, and that's why I've kept this, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth keeping it just for that. So I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. Chantecaille Duo. This is the latest one they came out with in Kenya. So pretty. These shadows are so high shine. I love them. I have another one somewhere. We will get to it eventually. The Bare Minerals Gen Nude Latte eyeshadow palette. I really love Bare Minerals eyeshadows. I do. And these are no exception. These are really, really well performing shadows. And I really like these. So keeping that, that's the latte one. Oh, here's a Gucci quad in Crystal Copper. I used this, I think, maybe once, maybe twice. And it's okay. The quality is fine, but this is definitely a weird color story. And I was definitely talked into it by the sales associate at the Gucci counter at the Saks in New York. That's where I purchased this. Yeah, I mean, I really liked it. And this color is actually like a really pretty gold. So I'll hold on to this, but I don't know. I just haven't really used it or haven't really thought about it too much since I got it. Oh, I have all my Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder collab quads. I love this one. I love this one. I think this one performs really, really well. This particular collection, the second collab she did with Estee Lauder, did not get great reviews. I didn't think it was that great, but I did like that quad. Oh, and this is the 6-pan that she came out with during the first collaboration with Estee Lauder. I love these shadows. I really love this eyeshadow palette. Love it. This is beautiful. I have this one Suku palette. This was actually a gift from Sonia G. She brought this to me when she came to Las Vegas. Isn't that so pretty? So, so pretty. I haven't really used this too much either, but I'm going to have to. Look how pretty that peach is. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to have to pull that one out. Let me talk about these first since they've fallen over. So these are the Viseart Theory palettes, and I have Cashmere, Chroma, Siren, Absinthe. I have one more. Which I feel like will pop up. I have Amethyst, which is the purple one. And Absinthe is the green one. Siren is the peach one. Chroma is the cool one. Let me just show you Cashmere, because I think this one is probably my favorite and most used. So this is kind of like the neutral, kind of brown toned one. This one is another great, just everyday palette. I travel a lot with this one. Here is the Edward Bess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Quint. And I use this in the demo. I have not used this since I reviewed this palette. It's pretty. It's pretty. It is very, very subtle though. And that darkest color is not actually that dark. And then there isn't that much of a difference between a lot of these, maybe these 3 in the middle on your eyes, but you end up with a very kind of pretty everyday kind of look, a little bit on the warmer side, metallic side. So it's a pretty palette. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle palette. Il Maquillage, they were actually kind enough to send this to me, and their shadows are amazing. I actually need to pull this out and actually do a look with this, but I have their bigger pans and I show them to you when I did my larger eyeshadow palettes. Those shadows are amazing, absolutely amazing. And the quads are no different. They just have a really creamy texture. Let me just show you this one, like red shade. Isn't that insane? So I'm definitely gonna have to do a look with that quad. Oh, this Dior Quint. So I got this one. This is in Dream. And I don't know. I'm just not that impressed with it. The shadows are nice, but they just kind of don't do much. Maybe it's just the colors that I have, but they're really like close. A lot of the shadows are really close, and then I don't know, then they kind of just blend together. I don't know. I feel like Dior maybe has changed up their formula a little bit. I don't know. I was not that impressed with this one. I have all of these crazy Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder singles. This Charred Emerald like goes down in the books. This is amazing. This is such a beautiful satin green. I mean, they need to make this permanent. This is like out of this world. Love it. And then, no, let me do these. These are all from her first collaboration. And then this one's Bitter Clove. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, I love that. I don't know why these aren't permanent. And then this one, oh, this is the Black Mer. Is that what it's called? Black Mer. And I use this for liner. You can actually see my liner brush marks in there. But this is a beautiful, like, glitzy black. Like, the glitter in there almost looks like it's foiled. So pretty. And then this is her second collab with them. So this is a little duo. I actually liked this duo more than the other duo. This one, the blue and the orange. It was okay, but yeah, it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't as good as the black and white one. And then these, oh, these are really cool. This is a lot chunkier than the first three that she came out with. This one is blonde gold. You can actually see, like, around the edges here how much chunkier this formula is. And then this one is, oh, electric blue and nude, the duo. This one was okay too. Not great. Then we have the Bobbi Brown Infrared. I really like this palette. I thought the shadows worked really, really well. I feel like I had maybe a little bit of an issue with maybe one of these mattes. Was it this one? One of these didn't blend out that great, but overall, this palette is so much better than a lot of other Bobbi Brown palettes that I've used, including this one, this Camo one. I just didn't think that these shadows blended out very nicely at all. And I was really hoping for some more like camo, like this color green in here, and they're not. They're just kind of like cool toned browns. So anyway, I like the packaging of this, and I really like this highlighter. The highlighter is beautiful. It's a little bit dark for my skin tone, but it's really pretty. You can use it on the eyes. This palette, you know, I don't really like basically like the first half of this palette. I thought all of these were just really powdery and chalky. It could just be these colors on my skin tone that gave me that impression. This one was okay. These are much nicer. I just think that these perform better. And I didn't really like this palette that much, but when I was editing back my video, when I reviewed this palette, I actually thought the eye look came out pretty nicely. So I was like, oh, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I was being a little bit too rough with it, but I have to give this another shot. And is the bottom line. I need to kind of revisit this and see. Oh, this Le Métier de Beauté quad. I think this is actually a highlighter quad, but the darker colors for me definitely are not highlights. So I threw this into my eyeshadow drawer, hoping I would use these more as eyeshadows, but I'm really not using this at all. It's unfortunate, but these are really pretty. I feel like this, well, that's kind of chalky there. I think I'm going to let these go. I think maybe these got old or something. I remember liking these, and they were much creamier than they are now. Maybe they just dried out a little bit. Oh well. Okay, so this is gonna go. And then what do I have back here? Oh, I have more of these Bare Minerals 6-pan shadows. These are just great. I really love these. So this is the neutral one. And then here's the copper one. This one's nice too. And this one has like a green that I feel like I'm always looking for in palettes. So I'm keeping those. Those are really nice. This, oh my God, this is so old, it's dusty, is a Kevyn Aucoin palette, the Blood Roses palette. And I used this once and then didn't use it again. Maybe I'll hold on to this. I remember loving this shade and this shade right here. Yeah, this was like a really beautiful, like satiny taupe. Okay, I'll hold on to this. I told you this was not going to be a declutter, really, that this was going to end up being a collection video. And then, oh, this Dior palette. You know, I forgot all about this backstage. I was a little disappointed in this whole backstage business. I really like the contour highlight palette, but these shadows, maybe I'll get rid of this. I don't think I'm ever going to use this. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. And, oh, this quad I love. This is a great, great everyday neutral palette. These shades are so, they're just really buttery and soft, and like you can't go wrong with this. I really love this one though. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to it. It is pretty small. Oh, Dose of Colors. Let's see. So this was the first quad that Desi and Katie did with Dose of Colors, and these were really, really fun. They did have a lot of like fallout or whatever, but I thought they were really good shadows. I really like them. I think some people did not like them. They thought they were just really chunky and crappy, but I think if you use them with like a glitter glue, I think they're fine. I found them to be really like pigmented and really creamy. So I like this quad. I'm gonna hold on to that. And here's that other duo. So beautiful. This one is Grand Canal. Yeah, Grand Canal. These are the La Chrome Luxe Duos, I think is what these are called. Yeah, La Chrome Luxe Duos. Really gorgeous. This one, wow, I forgot about this one. This is like almost like one of those Naked Heat palettes or Naked Basics palettes, but this is the Urban Decay Aphrodisiac palette. This got like no talk anywhere, but I got this at Ulta because this came out right before, I believe, the Naked Cherry palette came out, and I was like, I do not need like 12 pans of like pinky mauvey colors. So I got this because there was this one, but then the rest were kind of these neutrals. So I thought this would be a really nice little travel palette, and I just haven't really used it at all. So I'm gonna hold on to that. And oh, who remembers the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette and the Recall or whatever? And I got this and thought mine was okay, but maybe it's just time for me to give it up. But like mine was fine. I thought it actually, you know, it swatched well, it worked well, and yeah, I just didn't think it was like, I didn't know what was wrong with it, and I thought, did I get a good one? Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this just for nostalgic reasons. All right, so I'm gonna put everything back, but I'm gonna fast forward this part. I know some of you like that ASMR action, so I will try and do this as clickety-clackety as possible. All right, so that is, why does this look so much better? All I got rid of was this Dior. I'm just gonna get rid of these two by Terry's, I've decided, because I don't have time to play with them. And this Le Métier de Beauté. Oh, I forgot about these. I am actually missing my Amethyst Theory palette, so I am gonna have to make room for that. Maybe this is gonna have to go elsewhere. Yeah, and then I'll have room for that. And yeah, I think that's it. That's it for my small eyeshadows. So I hope you enjoyed this non-declutter, more like collection video. And we'll do my single shadows next, which I feel like maybe another collection video. I'm probably not going to get rid of any of those unless they're old and dry. So anyway, if you like declutter videos or any of my content, please feel free to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you like declutters. Well, if you like collection videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.